All right, so behind me, what you see are the two roadsters that are going to the Mid-South Roadster Run in just a couple of days. We're driving these cars 1,500-mile round trip all the way up to Ohio and back, plus the mileage that we'll put on during the Roadster Run. You're not going to want to miss it. This car has been sitting for over 16 years. This car has been sitting for over 8 years. Minor repairs have been done to both of them, so it's going to be an adventure. I just hope that it's a fun adventure and we're not meeting new friends on the side of the road. So we've got a group coming from Texas, a group coming from Tennessee, a group coming from Alabama. We're all going to meet together and head to Ohio, along with guys from all over the country. Hopefully we're going to have 200 plus roadsters in Springboro, Ohio next week. I'm going to be going live. We're going to be showing you the event. We're going to be having fun and driving. But first, we need to do one more thing on these cars, and that's change the oil. So, our friends over at Driven Racing Oil got a speedy delivery out for me with a couple of oil change kits. Now, these kits are available through Spanky's, or you can go on drivenracingoil.com and catch you one of these with the discount code that I'm fixing to put up in the video. Use that discount code for major savings on anything on their website. So let's get these cars inside and let's get the oil changed. So without sounding like a commercial, and it may be too late for that now, I just wanted to share with you the quality of Driven motor oil, Driven Racing motor oil, and what you get in one of these kits. All you need to do is fill out a little bit of information about the vehicle, like what size motor it's got, so that you'll get the proper oil filter. What type of car it is, meaning is it a top fuel dragster? Is it a jet boat? Is it a European car? Is it a hot rod or a bracket racer? Because they have so many different varieties of oil to choose from. You want to make sure you get the right oil for your car. Are you running a lot of miles? Hot weather? You want a good oil that's going to hold up to that. Are you a top fuel dragster? Are you got nitro mixed in with your oil? You want to make sure that your bearings are protected. Anyway, Driven can explain a lot more to you, and don't forget to use that discount coupon code that I'll put in the video later. But along with your kit, you'll get 6 quarts of whatever oil goes with whatever project you have. You get a little sticker pack along with your mileage decal to put inside your car to know how many miles you've got on it. Now, miles are important, but the main thing with these hot rods that don't get driven a lot is the fact that the oil needs to be changed once a year or every so many thousand miles based on whatever oil you do or whatever your car is doing for you. So for this case, if you're only going to put 2,000 miles a year on your hot rod, you want to make sure that you change the oil every year. Different types of oil will collect moisture. That moisture gets in with the oil, messes things up inside the motor. Also, the oil breaks down and it's not 100% like it was when it was fresh. So heat breaks it down, and so does the age. So it's just like setting a Coke bottle with Coke in it, and you watch after a few months, the Coke starts to separate from the sugar and the carbon and all the other junk. Well, that's kind of what happens to oil, not that drastically. But anyway, change your oil every year or every so many thousand miles. So let's get this Driven Racing motor oil in this old car and get it ready for the Midwest Roadster Run. So Midwest Roadster Run, June 6th through the 8th, Springboro, Ohio. We move it around from year to year. It's going to be great fun. Watch some of my past videos, and don't forget to watch us live. Subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with the action. All right, let's get this work done and quit talking. Over talking it, always over talking it. It's always important to put these safety jacks underneath your project. So when I catch my oil, I try to do it in a fairly clean container. I use the used motor oil for different things around the shop, like you would WD-40 or any type of cutting oil or something like that. And I've been asked before, what are these towels? Well, many of you guys already know what these towels are, and you can get them in various different sizes. You can get them in bulk, but it's called pig mat. Don't ask me what it means. I'm scared to find out. But pig mat, most of your hardware stores, auto parts stores carry it. Super, super absorbent. It's almost like quick dry, kitty litter, that type of product, but in a very clean, pickup friendly towel. So pig mat, check it out. I get mine from O'Reilly's. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on a bunch of different places. Anyway, let's get this pig mat down so we won't mess up our garage floor and our clean bucket, so we can catch some of our oil and reuse it, not inside of the lawnmower, but just general oil lubricating tools and stuff like that. Let's get started on this thing. So while you're underneath getting your oil out, go ahead and start shaking stuff. Seeing if you can find any problems with anything. Now, while I'm down here, I'm looking at the oil for the very first time. This is the first time I've ever changed this oil. I got the truck tilted just a little bit to where I know I've still got good drainage coming out of the pan. But at the same time, I'm looking for any water or moisture coming after the oil. I'm looking to see if the oil's milky, and I've got a light shining on it to see if I see any metal particles. Now, this truck only has about 3,000 miles on it, but it has been sitting for quite some time. So this is a perfect example to see if there's moisture in it from sitting for 16 years, where the temperatures of the engine and the outside humidity come together. So another thing that impresses me with the Driven Racing Motor Oil kit is the fact that they use a premium Wix filter. Now, for those that have not been around motorsports for a long time, and I have experienced not one, but 2 oil filter failures. It's something that you don't want to experience. And with Wix, this is not a commercial. It's not a paid sponsor or anything like that. But with Wix, I never have had that problem. What we're going to do here is fill up the filter with some fresh oil. It doesn't have to go all the way to the top. Just a little bit there. And then we're going to go ahead and make sure that we lubricate the rubber seal. All right, this isn't going to cause leaks. This is going to help you make sure that it gets on to the proper cork tight fit. All right, so let's get this onto the block after we double check to make sure that the filter that was on there's rubber ring came off. That's what we're trying to prevent, is this sticking to the block. And it does that, especially when you go for that cheap oil filter. All right, so let's get this Wix filter on, the small block Chevy, and let's pour some oil in. All right, this is the bushings out of the little black 32, what I'm taking out. Yeah, this is what I'm taking out. They're sticky like bubble gum, and they crumble in your hand. This is what I'm putting back in. Same exact part number, but they're supposed to be new and improved. These other ones lasted 20 years. Let's see what these will do. Probably outlast me, huh? That black crumbly stuff is the rest of the bushings, what hadn't already fallen out. And they're like this through the whole entire car. So I'll be here for a minute or two. But we'll get these in the driver's side shackle, and then we'll move on to the next one, and we'll see how much I can get done tonight. Yep, still working half days. All right, so the wheels don't look bad on the 32 Roadster pickup truck. However, I got to put those Holobrands on something first. They're for 3 different cars. They're probably going to live on the 36 Coupe for most of their life. But we're going to put them on the Roadster pickup truck because I've got to get this truck roadworthy and ready to drive about 2,000 miles in one weekend for the Midwest Roadster Run in Ohio. We're going to have a huge meet and greet there. If any of you guys are in the Ohio area, you're going to want to probably cruise in to the Cincinnati region for the Midwest Roadster Run. Probably around 200, 250 roadsters, just like what's behind me here. Now, these wheels that are on here are very cool. I'm very happy with them. But we're going to put the Holobrands on there and wait and see what a difference it's going to make. And let's get to work. As you can see, we're going to do this work outside today. It's only 75 degrees and it is absolutely beautiful. Now, I replaced all the bushings in this. It was not a job that was very easy to do without taking everything completely apart, and I didn't really want to do all of that. So I did one bar at a time, got 4-link rear, 4-link front, replaced one bar, set of bushings, both ends, and then put that bar back in. That kept everything in line to where I could get everything lined back up pretty easy. Now I just went and did a test drive. It took care of about 75% of the drivability as far as suspension. I've still got a low speed shake, but it smooths out, just the opposite of a bad wheel balance. So I'm hoping it's just these 20-year-old tires. So that's the purpose of putting the Holobrands on. The main reason is because I've got to put new tires on it, and I want to go ahead and put wheels and tires on it at the same time. So let's get those put on and see if that corrects the problem. All right, so I mentioned there was a surprise. How about a set of vintage Holobrand spinners? That's right, guys. I bought the wheels in a box, not knowing until I got home that there was a set of spinners in there. It just kept getting better and better. I'm gonna regret that I did not clean this stuff up before I put it on, because now I've got to clean it up after it's already on. I think that's the bolt pattern that I needed. Let's see what the lug nut guy sent me. So for the last 35 years, I've been a professional car builder. It don't mean I'm the best. It just means that I get paid to build cars. Anyway, the channel is all about giving you guys a fast head start into this hobby. You may learn something, you may laugh at me, doesn't matter. I'm here to teach you guys and to share my knowledge. So one thing I've been asked a lot is, where do you get this? Where do you get that? Who do you use for this? Well, nothing is hidden on this channel. I'll tell you everything that you want to know about how to build a car and where to get the parts. Whether I supply the parts to you or send you to one of my vendors that can do a better job on the price. One vendor in particular is the Lug Nut Guys. LugNutGuys.com. I have been using those guys for a long, long time. You know, I was in the wheel and tire business for over 25 years. So I know a little bit about lug nuts and I know where to buy them from. Now, I can buy them in bulk like I used to, but these guys right here will send me one lug nut
100 lug nuts, and it's all the same price. And it's not much more than me buying them by the pallet. So that's my go-to guy. He handles my nuts. Let him handle your nuts. There's not a nut too tough for him, I promise you. They come however many you order, lug nuts, washers. He's got wheels, he's got accessories, and I think they even dabble in a few tires. Never bought any tires from him, but I'll probably check one day. So anyway, that's one of my vendors. He's my preferred vendor. This is not a paid spot. I'm just helping him because he helps me and I'm helping you. So check out these guys if you need lug nuts for your hot rod, muscle car, four-wheel drive. They got nuts that'll fit everything. Lugnutguys.com. Just another tip from Spanky.
All right, there we go. We are in the Halibrands now. Let's take this thing for a drive and see if we made any improvements, and then we can come out and clean them for the first time since they've been out of the box. Even cars love to get new shoes. I can already tell that we have no low-speed shake so far. Knock on wood. You guys saw me rebuild the Holley carburetor in one of the first videos on this car, and I just never really could get it running right. So I put an Edelbrock 600 on it, and man, it runs great. That transmission is still hitting hard, but man, no low speed shake. You guys remember the very first steering wheel, the picture of the steering wheel? The only thing that I've done since that video was change all the bushings and put new tires on it, and it's all gone. The shake is gone. All the gauges are looking good. I'm gonna let the fuel get down just a little bit more, and we're gonna change that fuel filter. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump on the interstate real quick and see what it's doing. I think I'm ready for that. Smooth as glass. Couldn't be more happier. Well, there we have it. The Roadster pickup truck. That's what I put the wheels on first. Congratulations to Bob C. Bob, you get a free Spanky's Hot Rods and Customs t-shirt for playing along and guessing. He was the first one to guess what we're putting them on. Not the only one that got it right, so thank everybody that played. From time to time, we're going to play that game, and I'm going to give away some stuff again. I'm not going to give Bob's last name out, because last time I did that, one of you guys got upset. So Bob C., congratulations. Well, what do you think about the wheels? Let me ask you that. Comment, let me know what you think these wheels are compared to the ones that were on here. Some of you guys may not even see a difference, just like my wife. She can't tell the difference between the two. These are the original Hot Rod wheels. The ones that were on here, they were copies. Good copies. I like them. But hey, when you got the real deal, go ahead and put it on. So as always, thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of the video. And do me a favor. Through watching, get out in the garage and you go build something. See you guys in the next episode.
I gotta get ready for the roadster run. I'm gonna take you guys with me. We're gonna go live. Yep. You're not gonna get any of the cheeseburger, but we're gonna go live.